Hello, this is Palico Patch and welcome back to more of the Curious Expedition. Now, you may notice that we are on the title screen. Usually I like to start on the map screen, especially when I'm continuing an expedition. But there's a good reason, Look down at the bottom, just above where it says New Game and Tutorial. We have a new Alpha 30. It's a little bit late, but we'll let them off. They're busy gentlemen. Yes, Alpha 30, welcome home. This is the last big update before version 1.0. So pretty much everything we see here, bar from maybe some aesthetics or, little quality of life improvements, or, if they really feel crazy, maybe changing a few of the items inside or introducing new ones. This is it. This is how the game will be. And it's quite a decent update. There are a load of new things in there. There's a few things which have been twisted around as well. I'm not going to go into them here. They've done a fantastic video on their own YouTube page, Johans and Riyadh, so it's worth checking that out if you want to know. And they actually have a good roam around the Natural History Museum in Berlin, which again was pretty cool. I'm into museums and stuff like that, so it was cool to have a look around that in the background. So congratulations to you guys. It's another fantastic update, and I wish you all the best for version 1.0, which we don't have a date of at the moment, but I'm sure it will be, relatively soon, I'd have thought. No pressure, guys, no pressure. So there we go. Now, as I said, I'm not going to go into any details about the update. If anything comes up whilst we're playing the game, I will point it out. There is one which will definitely pop up as soon as we start this, but I'm not going to go into it right now. But here's the big thing. This is my favoritist part of the entire update. You ready? Are you ready? Look in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Can you see that? Can you see that? That's a mouse cursor, friends. That is a mouse cursor. Now, it is the standard Windows cursor. It's not the fancy little gloved finger that they used to have. But at least this way, when I'm talking about things, I can just point to it with the mouse. So here's the quick game. Here's the Facebook. Here's continue. And you can actually see what I'm saying as opposed to me having to try and explain what I'm looking at in game instead. Especially when you haven't discovered that part of the map, because you can't put a cursor over it, whereas now we can. So thank you very much for that. It's very much appreciated. We can point to what we're talking about now. So it might knock a few minutes off the episodes. Although I have noticed recently, and maybe it's just my jibber jabbering, but they have been getting increasingly longer. I always try and make my videos between 20 and 30 minutes long, but the past few have been like, what, 40, 45 minutes? So again, if you're making it all the way to the ends of those, well done, well done. So I do try and keep it as short as possible, but I don't like cutting up the expeditions. I think it runs far more fluidly just to have it going all the way through. So anyway, enough jibber jabbering. As I said, if we see anything on the expeditions which is new, I will point it out to you. Let's crack on. So we're on expedition 6 of 6 with Ada Lovelace. We're doing very well. We have lots of cash, we have lots of fame, and it would appear they've changed the font slightly. Or was that just me? It looks like they've changed the font to the top. Could just be me, never mind. As always on the last one, we only have the one place to choose from, and we're going to the horrible prehistoric lands. A remote, uncharted area that is hidden inside a giant mountain crater contains a buried golden pyramid. Now, it would appear there's a couple of lizard villages and a few shrines, so nothing really to be too fussed about. The aim of this particular expedition is to get out alive. I think we're far enough into first place to not be affected by even finishing the expedition, as long as we get a few bits of gold or what have you, just to keep our fame topped over, we should be okay. And as it stands right now, I think that we're going to be okay as far as the region points are concerned in upgrading people, as long as we don't annoy anyone and they leave the trek. That is the big thing. So, well, yeah, here we go. Let's crack on. Let's see if we can open up one more person. Boom. After a good night's rest, I boarded the ship. We had some more time before the ship would be ready, so I spent my time on the deck, enjoying the cool breeze. The gentleman appeared at the port with a disparaging expression on his face. He reminded me of our bet. Unfortunately, I took too long, and I wondered if this would have impact on my reputation. Probably not. Not on Expedition 6 anyway. Not to the point where it's going to be you know, detrimental to us, I don't think. I had a brief conversation with a scout. He had acquired a treasure map that he was willing to part with. For a price? Okay. The problem with treasure maps is you need shovels. And as you can see from down below, we've got some bullets, which is a consumable, so I'm sure they'll disappear on this expedition. And we have the bird feathers, flutes, and pelts, which I've kept behind in case we need to trade anything. But other than that, I don't think we need to find any more treasure. I don't think we need to pull ourselves out of context here in this last expedition. So, no thank you. I was delighted to see that my fame had spread word amongst adventurous spirits. I was approached by several capable persons that were willing to accompany my expedition into the unknown. Who did I want to recruit? I'll gladly join you. Heyo, you've already joined us, friend. In fact, I think you're the only person who's leveled up to the top. So yes, you are definitely going to be joining us. We've invested far too much time into you. So yes, you are definitely on. Now, again, we could get rid of the sailor. He's got a few things wrong with him. He's a raging alcoholic and he's a bit superstitious. I think I'm okay. Miss is good. Fred's okay. AO's good. So I'm happy to take the sailor along simply for the dice and the capacity. And I'm quite happy to lose him if need be. So we'll stick with what we got. We'll stick with what we got. At last our vessel was ready to put out to sea. Right, so we can purchase some equipment. We can do some animal improvements. I think I'm going to do an animal improvement simply because there is a possibility the sailor's going to get annoyed and bugger off halfway through. So a pack saddle artisan offered to improve the carrying capacity of animals. Her work was quite pricey, but we surely could use the additional crates. So yes, we will have +2 capacity on Missy. Cool. I would gladly pay some extra coins to increase the capacity of Missy Moyle. After a brief waiting time, her pack saddle had been improved and allowed to pack an additional crate. The artisan told me I was her favourite customer and asked if there's anything else she could do for me. At last the ship was ready to set sail. I presume that'll be anything she can do for me for a price. So no thank you. But we will have a look at the equipment. Please have alcohol? No. Chocolate. Okay, there's a good chance we're going to annoy the sailor on this one. So I think it's fair to say we will be taking all of the chocolates. We will be taking all of the rope because we can always trade that. We're in a jungle, so we'll take all the machetes. We're okay for health. We've got the medipacks. Don't have to worry about the torches because we have the lantern. How much are the marbles? 2. So I might as well take all those. So out of all those, we are going to be filling up 3 spaces of new stuff. So we've got 2 free spaces. Do we take the custom flares? They're worth 10. I think we will take the custom flares. Leaves us with 23. And some bullets. They're worth 8, is that right? Boo. Okay, we'll take 2 more bullets as well. Might as well spend all the money because we're not going to be on this screen again. So deal. My heart jumped with joy as I heard that the vessel was prepared to set sail. Let's go. Expedition 6. For the win. Expedition 6. Generating jungles, artifacts, horrors. Ooh. Whimsy. Wow, it's generating a lot of stuff. That's scary. Generating tragedy. That's never a good one to generate. Never, and especially when it ends on that. Oh. Okay. Well, we're in the middle of a region. I suppose that's not too bad. Are you coming over, Book, or what? There we go. After weeks of travelling, we reached the land of our upcoming adventure. We had arrived, and it was time to start exploring. Straight away, we get +4 standing because of... well, we're awesome. We're awesome. So let's crack on. So, as usual, it's a 9-region map, being the last expedition. Now, there's a few things to point out here which they've changed, which is both good and bad. Firstly, they take away how many regions are explorable, which means that you do actually have to get out there and explore now, which is good, I suppose, which has its advantages, but it's also a bit annoying because you don't know what's in the region. But to counteract that, region points now are slightly different. Every time you find, I believe it's 3 question marks, you get a region point. So it doesn't mean you have to explore the region completely in order to be able to progress, which again is a little bit easier, but we'll see how it pans out. And the other thing to point out whilst we're here is now, when you're looking around on the screen, if you need to use anything out of your inventory, like a machete or a rope, it actually comes up as a little icon, which I think is really cool. Really cool. They've definitely changed that font, I think. So yes, and again, when you go up onto the hills, it shows you what you need. So that's all cool. Anyway, enough jibber jabbering. That's 10 minutes of the video gone. What should we do? Well, as stated, we're not really needing to look around too much to get the regions to get the points anymore. As it stands, we've got enough region points to be able to level up at least one person to the max, maybe another if need be. So let's use the abacus. Oh, stone circle. So that's the only one on this very large map. Now we could go and attack the raptors straight away. We would annoy the locals, which probably isn't the best thing to do straight off. Let's go up to the question mark, which is surrounded by volcanoes, because I've got a feeling that might set on fire pretty quickly. And as it turns out, oh, see a little animation then? It went from there up to the top, and I've got a region point. Awesome. So let's get this up. We approached a mysterious structure that partially seemed to be made out of pure gold. We found some kind of mechanism on one of its sides. With some time, we would probably be able to activate it. However, what would happen upon activation remained a mystery. Again, has that changed? I don't know. I played this game so much. Let's activate the seal. It took us some time, but eventually we were able to activate the mysterious mechanism. All of a sudden, a huge beam of light rose from the seal. Is this supposed to happen? I believe so. So there's numero uno. I'm thinking there'll probably be 3 of those to find this time round. So, yeah, good times. And I would say, again, as an educated guess, looking over here, it looks like this region's going to be cut off. So that's one less place to worry about. Right, so the raptors moved down a little. Can we sneak around to the back of the raptor? I think I'm going to stay close to the volcanoes, which will hopefully won't erupt. And then, again, the right-hand side is looking pretty sealed off from this direction. So might be a little bit of a causeway through there, maybe down here. I'll tell you what, let's cancel that. Let's get up onto this hill here and discover this question mark, and then we can get a better lay of the land. So the top is definitely cut off, and eastwards is definitely cut off too. So we're going southwards. That's okay. Let's see what's at the shrine. A shrine towered above us. It looked as old as time itself. What remained of a narrow staircase led to the only entrance. Celestial symbols of sun, moon, and distant stars were carved on various places on the structure. Right. That means the world is going to disappear. So we're going to leave here for the time being. We decided that we would leave the shrine untouched and left immediately. And we will crack open the old legs to go to the above question mark. You're going to get the raptor now, aren't you? Good times. Oh, there's only 3 and they've only got 12 health each. And we've got no dynamite. So things are probably going to end terribly here. Let's roll. Let's roll for initiative. Right, so we have the gun, and we can use both of those bullet walls. That's probably for the best, considering we could have really done with some dynamite. Okay, so I think we need to stack up on shields and at least try and take one down. So that's the one done. It doesn't want to do anything. We can headbutt and stun that one. We'll hold on to the yeah, let's hold on to the... do I want to hold on to that? Or... No, let's roll it and see if we can get the running men. So, what's that? Oh, got a big one here. Flank, damage 5. How much health does he have left? 8. Okay, let's see if we can take this one down. So, last roll. Rubbish. I can throw 3 bullets out though, so we just need to try and reduce the damage as much as possible. So that's the one taken out. Here we go. Wow. Okay, okay, okay. So we've lost green dice. That's not good. Right. Well, we're in it for the win, I suppose. So let's go. So quick shot and stopping shot, one shield. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Headbutt. Let's done another one. Can't do it. Well, let's do a double attack. And we'll just throw in the one just so we can use both dice on that. 4. So I can't. Yeah, I can't do anything with that, can I? We're just going to have to take the hit. So please be nice. Could have been worse, I suppose. Could have been better, but could have been worse. Alright, let's see if we can kill him outright. No, supposedly. Okay, let's try another way. Let's do attack, precise attack, punctuation and strong bleeding. I don't really want to use those up, so let's pull out another bullet. Or not. Oh, jeez, okay. Okay, what are my options? What are my options? See, I can... See, arguably, I've got enough dice to be able to take that out and inflict strong bleeding on the other raptor. So, let's risk it for a biscuit. Let's put strong bleeding onto that guy. Let's hold on to those both and roll again. And again. Ooh, okay. So, can I do... Sure, just one shield, or evade a shield of 3. Okay, bear with me, bear with me. So let's try that and that. No, we've done that, haven't we? Let's go for the riposte. In fact, can we throw in the last bullet? Yes, we can. So let's do a cutting riposte on that one. Hold on to the gun. Oh, crap it. We can't roll again. Okay, so we're going to have to use the quick shot. We can't use that by itself, can we? No. We need to take him out. So let's take him out. And, yeah. Here we go. Oh, that's not good. Oh, and he's bleeding too. Oh, dear. Right, so we need to get 5 rolls on these dice, so that's not good. So really, if we can get all swords and the pistol, we'd kill him, wouldn't we? We'd kill him outright. In fact, we only need 2 red dice and the pistol. Oh, there's the 2 red dice. No, we need 3 red dice. Oh crap. Oh no. Oh god. Oh. Okay. This could be it. This could be it. This could be. Oh god. This could be it. Oh, the bleeding killed him. Thank God. Oh, we stripped what was useful from the dead. Good times. Oh, wow, that's actually lots of teeth. So we'll take all those. Cool. Wow. Wow. That was scary. That was scary. We're pretty close to the. Oh, we're overburdened because people are injured, aren't we? Let's heal people up first. Let's do that. We settled camp to treat the injured, so let's get Robbo up first. We used the first aid kit to treat the injuries of Robert Anthony Lawrence. He had some colour returned to his cheeks afterwards. And let's do Ayo. We used the first aid kit to treat the injuries of Ayo. He felt much better afterwards. And then let's heal Ada. We used the first aid kit to treat the injuries of Ada Lovelace. She felt much better afterwards. We're still overburdened. Okay. What should we scrap? Oh, it's all so useful. Let's scrap... What's our standing? 3. Let's scrap the hyena pelt because we have Or shall we? No. Let's move to the ship. Go back here. Let's access the storage and drop off the hyena pelt. And that'll do. Our ship lay where we left it. Being here almost felt like being safe. Now let's rest, because we're running low already. We decided it would be a good idea to stay here and allowed everyone to rest. That night something felt wrong as we rested by the fireplace. I thought about why I'd come here. Was this really worth it? All these struggles? What kind of person did it take to revel in this life of danger, suffering and self-doubt, only for the naive hope of achieving eternal life through history? Would anybody really remember me one day? Oh, Ada, cheer up. There's no need to be so down. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're by the ship. We can just leave. If you feel that way, we can just go home now. Oh, dear. The volcanoes have appeared to have erupted. After days of resting, we still enjoyed the ambience of the ship. However, I felt that the captain was becoming irritated by our stopover. Let's just rest once again, just to see what happens with the fire. We decided it would be a good idea to stay here and told the people to rest. It was a pitch black night as we sat and stared into the campfire. As usual, I walked the area of the camp to make sure that no personal poisonous animals were in sight. While doing so, I wondered if I would be able to anticipate the type of a location by its surrounding terrain. For example, it seemed that forsaken campsites were always close to water. Good to note. Okay, I just gasped because it would appear on fire, so we probably best to move. As we prepared for departure, I knew we would miss the convenience of our vessel. I'm skipping all this. We're on fire. We are on fire. We need to go. We need to move. I'm not going to worry about that shrine. I'm just going to head south as soon as possible and sort of southwest just to get the hell away from the fire. Hopefully, we're not going to burn. Oh, yeah, we find bullets as well now, don't we? So we're probably going to get overburdened in a second. Alright, so into the next region. Not that it makes much difference, because we can't see how many are in this region anymore. So let's just keep on keeping on. Let's get up onto the... Oh, 27. Let's get up onto the hill, see what this question mark is. We can always come back to that. And then hopefully we can get a lay of this region by getting up here. So again... only going by experience, I would presume this question mark here is going to be the second shiny thing we need to turn on. Why do I always forget the name? The marker. You know what I mean. You've watched enough episodes. This is what 52nd episode? You should have collared on by now. So, with that in mind, we can always travel back to the village. Again, I'm not too fussed about the village. I just really want to get through this expedition in one piece. So... do I explore the cave? There's a good chance it's going to be a tunnel. So, no, we won't explore the cave right now. We will, however, eat our chocolate. So, and I don't know if you noticed at the top, the bar actually shines or flashes red now when you're on 0. So, again, another ease of life application just to help you know exactly what's going on. We're still in good standing. We're going to be travelling to the right, I think, eventually. So let's hit the village first, and hopefully, yeah, the place will flood, which is good, believe it or not. We carefully approached an unknown native village. Today we reached the camp of a peculiar race of large lizard people. The villagers observed us with curiosity as our trek arrived at their settlement. We moved freely into the village and considered our options with these people. If only London could see this. For London, for London. The villagers seemed to be very happy about our appearance and welcomed us with open arms. Our reputation seemed to be very good in this region. Still? That's good. That's good. Right, we can rest, we can recruit, we can trade. Let's trade. We need to free up some space. And as it turns out, they've got some gold. So let's take the gold. I'm going to keep hold of the animal teeth for the time being. So let's give them all the feathers. Ooh, they like feathers. They like feathers a lot. Okay. What about the raptor skins? They really like raptor skins. Maybe it's because they really like me, I suppose. What about the raw meat? That's closer to how I would like it to be. So let us take some berries. Because the berries are going to be an extra space. Oh, we still need to clear some space, don't we? What can we get rid of? We could do the raptor skin, I suppose. Can we take all the berries then? In fact, let's get rid of the raptor skins. Let's take all the spears, and we'll just make it up in rope, I think. 6 rope. I think that is a decent deal. That means that we get the gold filling up this space here. The berries we're going to eat straight away. There'll be no need to stop over. In fact, they're only going to be worth 5 sanity, aren't they? So maybe we'll stop over. The rope will stack, and the spears will go into their own marker. So, yeah. No, that'll do. That'll do. That's good. I settled on a deal with the natives. Cool. So, yes. Do we want to rest? We've only got 5 chocolate. No, we'll crack on. We'll crack on. We packed up the trek and departed as new adventures awaited us. Forward. All right. So, with that in mind, let us eat the berries to free the space up. Yeah, it's 5 sanity. There we go. So, we're maxed out. Now, we can't do anything whilst the area is flooded, but we do need to make our way over there. So, let's check out what this is next. It's probably going to be a cave of some sort. Okay, so let's explore the cave. We approached a cave. It seemed to lead deep into the mountain, and we needed a torch to move inside. So let's use our pumpkin lantern and explore, which is awesome. We used our pumpkin lantern and descended into the darkness. We arrived at a concealed passage in one of the walls that seemed to lead into another part of the cave. Only one person would be able to squeeze through at a time. I'm not willing to risk anyone this late into the expedition, so I'm afraid not. But whilst the swamps are down, let's get up onto that hill and hopefully discover what I think is going to be, yes. Now, what's it called? The Golden Seal. That's what it's called. We've got some desert over there as well. Oh, interesting. Right, okay, so let's explore this. We approached a seemingly ancient structure that partially seemed to be made out of pure gold. We found some kind of mechanism on one of its sides. With some time, we would probably be able to activate it. However, what would happen upon activation remained a mystery. So let's activate the seal. After a long day, we were successful to activate the mysterious mechanism. All of a sudden, a huge beam of light rose from the seal. Now, this is very peculiar. Awesome. So next, let's pop. I don't know what to do. Well, it doesn't cost us anything to go into the cave, does it? So 21 to get to the stone circle. Let's risk it for, for 9 we might get away with it. So let's enter the stone circle. We came across a stone formation that was obviously man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each rock. Maybe they formed a kind of map. Robert Anthony Lawrence seemed visibly upset at the idea of desecrating this spiritual site and warned us about disturbing the gods. We should leave here immediately, says the soldier standing on top of the spiritual site. Right, so we can reveal the shrines, we can reveal the villages. We've got 3 standing, so we can afford to be a little bit humpety about this. I don't believe humpety is a word, but never mind. What do we do? What do we do? As I said, we're really just trying to survive. So let's reveal the villages because we can trade more stuff. Robert Anthony Lawrence made sure to voice his concerns to me. I was not sure how long it would take for him to get over my decision. Okay. Right. So right up in the corner. And we've got another region point, which is awesome. So I think now's the time really to, well, firstly eat the rest of the chocolate to free up a space. Seeing there's only one more village. And let's venture into the cave and see where it takes us. Hopefully it won't take us too far away. We found a cave. It led deep into the darkness. We needed a torch to uncover its secrets. Pumpkin lantern ahoy. That was good. I thought it was one of those cracks in the wall again. We used our pumpkin lantern and descended into the darkness. We were surprised to see that this was just the entrance to a long underground tunnel. Let's explore. We explored vast caverns and twisted corridors. When I finally saw light coming from the exit, we hurried towards it. Right, so, oh, it's, wow, it's definitely the other side of the map, isn't it? The village is well away. There's no chance of us getting up to there as it stands right now. We'll just need to sort of malinger in this area. I am going to say, as an educated guess, that's where the third seal is going to be. So there's only one way to it as well. This is pretty bad. We have no sanate. We could do with finding somewhere to rest, ideally. So it's 8 to there, 14 to there. Let's go to the question mark by the water. I'm hoping it's going to be somewhere we can rest. Raptor's nest it is. Thank God for that. This waterfall was of enormous scale. It was an awe-inspiring sight. The water was fresh and cool. So let's rest. We prepared camp and allowed everyone to rest. It seemed like that everyone had lost hope. We barely managed to collect enough wood to light a campfire. The constant strain on our minds had resulted in a neglect of personal hygiene. Aor was suffering from a nasty case of jungle rot on his feet, which caused him quite some pain while travelling. I considered waiting for some days. Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm quite happy to do that. Rest up, Ao. Jungle rot. Suffers from feet wounds. As we prepared for departure, I knew we would miss the gentle noise of the falling water. The natural beauty of this place was breathtaking. Everyone on their feet! A new day awaits. Besides you, Ao. You have feet rot. Let's rest again. We need to get up to maximum sanity, really. I told to pack down the trek and told people to rest. One could cut the tension with a butter knife as we sat and stared into the campfire. Captain Frederick Menton and Ao McCroy got into an argument about who the better climber out of the two was. They wanted to settle their dispute by seeing who could climb up quicker one of the jungle trees. So we can let them have a go. And we've got quite a few dice to cover that, or we can stop this dangerous ruckus. Well, should we do it? Go on, be men. Go be men. Hey, doubled it. They're both fine. They swiftly made their way upwards the tall tree. Eventually, Ao emerged as the winner of the small duel. The mood was good. I felt it was the right decision to let them have this moment of reckless challenge. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Right, so hopefully we're going to get close to being tip-top on sanity now. 92. Not too bad. After days of resting, we still enjoyed the gentle noise of the falling water. The natural beauty of this place was breathtaking. Right, let's leave because we can always come back here. And let's get down to this seal and open it up before the volcano goes off again. Although I do have to be prepared to press cancel if the volcano kicks off, because we'll be satellite again. Behave. Behave. Right, so he's jungle rot. How's he doing? Oh, jungle rot's gone. Hooray, he's good. He's good. Let's explore. We approached a mysterious structure that partly seemed to be made out of pure gold, etc., etc. Been here before. It took us some time, but obviously we turned it on because we've done it so many times now. We're awesome. Continue. Oh, and there's the pyramid. Right next to where we started, ironically enough. So we'll probably have to make our way back through the cave. It looks like this is going to be all sealed up. But we're doing okay. Everyone's in good spirits. Bar from Robert Anthony Lawrence, but never mind him. We've got some birdies to maybe take care of. We're probably best... Oh, we've got spears though, haven't we? And we could add some feathers. Well, let's not push our luck. Let's go and explore northwards, away from the birdies. And we have another cave. We found a cave. The entrance led deep into the darkness. We required a torch to move inside. Pumpkin lantern. We used our pumpkin lantern and descended into the darkness. We found a small cavern filled with the remains of what seemed to be a failed expedition. All the bones we found had been cracked open and, as it seemed, sucked dry. Investigate. We were delighted to see that one of the corpses was still clinging to valuable equipment. Ah, so we have actually lots of decent stuff. Let's take it off. Screw it. Now we are underneath our minimum or should, yeah, minimum value to be able to use the food cans up, but we can eat the chocolate. So let's do that just to clear the space. Again, we could always travel back to the raptor's nest, but really, I don't think there's much need to. Is there? Should we do it just as we're passing through? I think that makes sense. I find lots of bullets too. I forgot I took that perk. Right, let's have a look. We found what seemed to be a group of raptor nests. We had to make haste, as the raptors that lived here could be back at any moment. After a day, this place certainly held some valuables for us. I told the people to form a small team and investigate their surroundings. We were surprised to find an intact raptor egg in one of the nests. Even though it would put our expedition at great risk, this egg could prove to be extremely valuable. Right. No. Yeah? No? Yeah? We could get rid of the colourful marbles. They're not that pricey. I don't think we're going to be trading with anyone too much, which we can't trade the other stuff with. So we'll take it. It might not hatch in time, he says. Then it's a hell of a trek northwards if we really want to go that way. It would probably, though, best just heading home and just using up all our region points before we get there. We've got a few things we can trade in, and hopefully the egg won't hatch before we get there too. We found a cave. Its opening seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We required a torch in order to venture into its depths. Lantern. We used our pumpkin lantern and descended into the darkness. We were surprised to see that this was just the beginning of a long underground tunnel. Well, we've been here. We know what goes on. We marched through the darkness because there's an entrance. We know the entrance because it was our exit beforehand. That didn't make any sense. Right, so, in fact, retrospectively, I probably should have rested before I did that. Saying that, though, we are still in good standing with the native village. Let's eat some food cans and see how far we can get. Can we get 47, 37, 37, 34? Let's travel as far as we can with the sanity we have. We can use up the other food cans when we get past that then. We've got a couple more question marks we can explore before we need to get to the pyramid. The egg we had found started to tip from side to side and cracks began to appear. Something inside it wanted to get out, and after a few minutes of trying it finally succeeded. A baby raptor lay on the ground before us. Ah. Ah. And we've got space for the baby dinosaur. It might look cute right now, but will grow quickly into a fearsome carnivore. Return this item home or deliver it at a mission to gain extra fame or funds after the expedition. I don't think I'll be able to get it back in time before it grows up, but we'll see. We'll see. So let's eat our foods. 34. 20 to there. Ooh, we have a trader. Our baby had been growing at an alarming rate and was now able to be of assistance to us. So I can add him to the trek or I can let him go free. I don't think we're going to have any issues. No, let's just let the raptor free. Although it hurt, we wanted what was best for our child and set her free. Born free, free as the wind goes. Oh, bollocks. No, we're fine. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. Approach the trader. We can't attack him. It's our raptor. A trading caravan had set up camp here. The colourfully dressed trader had a lot of useful goods on offer. All of them had undoubtedly been used before, probably during other unsuccessful expeditions. He hesitated before presenting us a selection of his wares. We could not help but think that he had more valuables to sell. There we go, got it out. Whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, whiskey. Okay, so if we were to want... Do we really want the whiskey? Let's trade stuff which isn't worth anything for when we take them home. So let's take all the masks and I'll trade you all the spears and all the bullets. Oh, you don't like bullets? I'll keep the bullets then. What about the custom flares? And that gives us 1 whiskey. Okay. What about if we... Because we're not going to use the teeth now. Can we have all the whiskies? Well, we can. All the whiskies. And let's... don't want to take any more rope, really, do we? Can we take a spear back? We can. That's a good enough deal, I think. I like that. The traders seem to expect to see us again as customers or the next failed expedition to raid. Lovely. And the oh no, our baby raptor is sleeping for 5 days. Okay, let's drink a whiskey. Let's drink 2 whiskies. Why not? Why the hell not? Let's get up as high as we can away from baby. Oh, we've got a crab if we want to go crazy and die. We have a shrine as well. How far away is that? You know, arguably, we could trek all the way back. Just to max out our points. Now we've got the whiskey. Raptor's sleeping for 1 more day. Let's use a horn on... how long does it put them to sleep to? Is it going to increase it if I do it? Yes, it is. Right, okay. Right. Let us go back on ourselves. Let's go to the question mark, which is 57. Because we can just about sneak past our raptor. Oh, look at him. He's all grown up now. Oh, so proud. Please don't rip our throat out. So we're going back. Oh, we've got another raptor's nest. Okay, so let's explore this one. We arrived at what seemed to be the breeding ground of a raptor pack. I knew we had to leave as quickly as possible, as the raptors that lived here could be back at any moment. My instinct told me that we would find something of value here. Oh, we've got another raptor egg. We spread out and searched the area. We were surprised to find an intact raptor egg in one of the nests. I knew that taking it was a great risk, but such a finding would prove to be absolutely valuable. Okay, let us take that. Now it's probably going to hatch, but let's get over to the. We'll drink the 1 whiskey. Let's get over to the shrine, which is going to swallow up the world. The egg we had found started to tip from side to side and cracks began to appear. Something inside it wanted to get out, and after a few minutes of trying, it finally succeeded. A baby raptor lay on the ground before us. Ah. We can take it. Why not? Let's carry on. Okay, so in the shrine, we are... yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. A shrine towered above us. Time had taken its toll on the structure and had eroded what once had been a majestic sight. What remained of a narrow staircase led to the only entrance. Celestial symbols of sun, moon and distant stars were carved on various places on the structure. So let's use the rope. I was glad we had brought enough rope. With it, we ascended the weather-torn wall without any problems. We arrived at what seemed to be the treasure chamber. If this held any riches, I knew we would find them here. We found a stone altar that was covered in ancient writings. Now, as you can see, it's a new picture, and it's the first time I've seen it, and that looks awesome. It looks very Indiana Jonesy now, as opposed to just like a big room. That's a really good picture. Well done, your hands. Tip top. Let's investigate the altar. Oh, gold. Okay. Let us drop. We're not going to need the machetes, so we'll take it in change for that. We might need the ropes. We've got plenty of bullets, so I'm not too fussed about the spear, so we'll take that. In fact, no, let's keep the spear and get rid of the raptor, because we're going to end up putting another raptor onto the map, which we don't need. Eric, that's the name of my dinosaur now, my baby raptor. Eric, I put you to protect this place in the next dimension it travels into. You are going to be traveling to another dimension. You're probably going to be the only one of your species there, but just live your life well, friend. It was nice knowing you. This was not a day of hesitation. We took the artifact from the altar. As we took what we came for, I noticed a small black nothingness forming out of nothing on top of the altar. It was growing very slowly, but yet visibly. I decided it would be better to get as far away from it as possible. In retrospect, I probably could have just put Eric into the boat, but never mind. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. So let us crack on to... Oh. My other raptor's disappeared. Okay, never mind. Let's drink one whiskey and get to this next shrine and go and loot that. We should be able to... Come on. There we go. We should be able to keep away from the black nothingness, which is spreading. Thankfully... Why have you stopped? Keep going. Hopefully... Yeah, there we go. It's only tearing open the time-space continuum very slowly. But it does seem to chase you these days, which is pretty cool. Well, Captain, I hope you're strapped in because you're going for one hell of a ride. And let's examine this shrine. We stood before a temple comprised of huge stones. It was a bold testament to the power of its creators. Low-hanging vines partially concealed the entrance that led within. The ground around the structure felt hot when touched. It was still possible to walk the ground, but the potential source of this heat was disconcerting. Hot-oh. We had found a sacred altar room. If this place held any riches, I knew we would find them here. Our steps echoed as we approached the sacred altar. How long has this been untouched? Oh, at least for one version. Oh, we've got a skull. Okay, now we can get rid of the spear and pick up the golden skull. Cool. This was not a day of hesitation. We took what we came for. Oh, and we apparently were okay. We didn't get hurt at all, which is cool. I think that's about it, guys. I think we should get to the side of the shrine. Level up the well, we might as well level up both members because we have the region points to do so. Don't think there's anything else. No, we could arguably go and visit that, but it's got a big bird in front of it. So to make sure we do what we want to do, let's promote him to the top. So he's fully promoted, and Robert Anthony Lawrence is fully promoted. So we have a fully promoted Trek, which is awesome. Fantastic. And, well, for the sake of having a space free, let's eat some food. Screw it. Let's get drunk. Hey! Celebration. Oh, people are alcoholics now. Hey! Alcoholics for the win. There was the Golden Pyramid, enthroned above the landscape, overcoming all the obstacles we had yet survived. So let's enter the pyramid. After weeks of travelling, great pride overcame me. I knew that the name Ada Lovelace would be written about. Fare thee well. And we've done it. And I do believe that means we will hopefully be opening up another explorer, which is what we set out to do. So, and we also finished first. But I think that's the perfect game. I think that's the perfect game. What a cute donkey! Right, so, because it's the last expedition, we don't get to choose from any medals, but we do get to soak up the atmosphere of being awesome. So there we go. Soak it up. Soak it up. Incredible. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Way ahead. We have nothing to worry about. So let's gift everything, I guess, and get as high a rep as we can. Why the hell not? Look at it go. Look at it go. Can we break the 3,500? Yeah, we can. So we end up with 3,602? 3,602 fame. So we are way ahead of everyone. There we go. Boom. Oh, and can you see the animated fire in the background? That's new. That looks pretty cool. So we've done it. Let's see what happened to everyone. Oh, we get our statue. That is also new. Congratulations. Ranked first. Final score 3,602 fame. Look at Ada Lovelace. She has I'm presuming it's I was going to say a ball, and but it's obviously a globe, and she's wearing a cape. She's maybe she's like what are they called? The halflings out of Lord of the World, Lord of the Rings, Lord of the World. I was about to say. She looks like that with a cape on. What the hell are they called? Yeah, with the hairy feet, you know. There, brain fart. I'm just on top of the world. On top of the world. Ada Lovelace returned to her family in triumph. After the statue was modelled after her, she enjoyed a successful life in the knowledge that history would regard her in the highest regards. As I said, Ada, you are nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. Captain Frederick Minton returned home and opened up a small library, trying to spread more knowledge about the world. He named his first child after the name of the ship that brought him home. During his late life, he became obsessed with haunting dreams about a forgotten 7th expedition. He disappeared without any trace. A forgotten 7th expedition? Ooh. Robert Anthony Lawrence returned to his home and lived a secluded life. After some years, he released his memoirs, which became an overnight success and made him the talk of the society. The strain of his journeys had left a mark on him, and his family attested that he was never the same person as before. He lived a long, humble life and died in presence of his faithful spouse. After returning, Macquarie travelled through the Western world, publicly speaking about those famous journeys. A royal street was named after him. During his late life, he became obsessed with recurring dreams about a remaining 7th expedition. What's the 7th expedition? What's it all about? It must be on hard mode. That's all I can put it down to. So there we go. We've done it. As I said, I think we've opened up another explorer. We will check it out on the next episode. This is the best explorer I've had so far. We've had a lot of luck on our side. Also, I like to think that the fact that I've had over 50 episodes in this game means that I have learned the odd thing as well, which, you know, it's good. It's what you try and do. You know, you progress, you learn, and you better yourself, and hopefully that's showing. Hopefully that's showing. So, as always, I'm going to let the credits roll out. I think it's only fair. So, thank you for watching, guys. I know we're pushing coming up to an hour now. Thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated, and I shall catch you on the next one. Take it easy.